Murtz Jaffer here with another Big Brother Canada 6 interview, standing here with Kaela, my favorite player of the season, yes. Tell me, what was that jury thinking?
Oh my gosh, the jury was so bitter. They hated me so much. Honestly, I think they think that Derrick carried me through this whole entire game and that I honestly didn't make any moves for myself. Little did they know, I'm pretty sure that I carried Derrick through this game. And I just think that I was not as nice as I should have been to them, and it's my fault for not jury managing.
I was just going to say, like, when you were answering a lot of their questions, you seemed to be quite fiery. Do you sort of regret doing that, or do you feel like they had already made up their minds by that point?
Honestly, I think they've already made up their minds at that point, and even during the questions themselves, I just knew that Paris was going to win anyway, just from the reactions from everything, so I kind of already read it. I just wanted to say what I had to say. I didn't mean to say babies, but whatever.
Now tell me, a lot of the season, I think a big focus was sort of put on like your decision whether you were going to stay with Derrick at the end or whether you were going to cut him. Yeah. Knowing that Paris was the final like HOH, what would you have done if you had won it? What would that decision have been? If it's Derrick and Paris and you get to make the decision?
I still wanted that epic feeling of cutting Derrick at the end. It's what I've said since day one. It's what I told every single member in the jury what I was going to do. So if I didn't do it, I just threw my game out the window. I still think Paris might have won at the end because how bitter the jury was, but I would still be satisfied for the fact that I did what I wanted to do in the end.
Do you think that might have swung the jury? Like, let's say you had been the one to cut Derrick. Do you feel like that might have changed some votes?
Maybe one or two. That's about it. Because I know Johnny really wanted to see a showmance cut a showmance at the end. But the fact that I didn't get the opportunity to do that, good for Paris for winning. Like, good for her. Proud of her for everything. Just sucks. The jury was really bitter.
Now, I know you to be one of the most honest players in the house, so tell me, like, this is a show that's sort of like, there's two elements to it. There's the people that win the competitions, and then there's the people that sort of like, for lack of a better term, float.
Yes.
What makes the best Big Brother player? Is it a combination, or is one better than the other?
I think it's a combination of everything, being a more well-rounded player. Paris did pull out some 2 comps at the end, so good for her. I think out of the 3 floaters that we thought were floating, she was the one that was least floating. I do think she was kind of carried to the end opposed to doing it all herself. That's why when I nominated her week 9, I wanted to make sure that she didn't have that never touch the block. I wanted to take that away from her personally. But
you feel like that was a mistake not to articulate that you were the one who broke the streak?
Yeah, well, it's my fault. I'm not really good at speeches, so under pressure, I don't do so well, but whatever, I guess. But yeah, so honestly, I think I played more of a well-rounded game. I won comms, I had a killer social game, and a lot of people think that I had to downplay that for the fact that I had to make Derrick a bigger target than I was in the end, because if not, people would have got me out. So.
Tell me about this. That decision where they kept Ali instead of you.
Yes.
How stupid was that move in hindsight? In a way, I guess it wasn't for Paris because you lived up to your end of the deal and you saved her when you won following that. But what do you think about that move?
Oh my gosh, it was so dumb. There's no way that they should have kept a friggin' power showmance in the game at all. I cannot believe I stayed. I should have left week 8. And the fact that I didn't, they are all dumb. Like, they are dumb. And sorry that I have to be the one to say it.
People made a big deal about your rugby experience. Yeah. You seemed, I do think that it had a role in your game because I felt like when your life was on the line in the game, you ended up winning. Where does that come from?
Honestly, I've been competing in sports since I was younger, and I've played at very high competitive levels, and I still currently play 4 sports a year. So I think that I just get in that mindset, and it's mind over matter, and I can focus and I don't crack under pressure, which a lot of people do. So it's just something that I live like every day, so it was no different in here. When you need to perform, you do it.
You made so many big moves this season. The Erica move, being the first to nominate Paris, getting ready to like cut Derrick if the move came. Yeah. What do you think your biggest move was?
My biggest move, I think, honestly, was putting Erica up when I had the opportunity to, but I used that HOH week to blow up Johnny's social game because I thought he was the best player of the house at the time and was in the best position, and I needed to make him a bigger target than I was. I think I was successful in that because putting Erica on the block, I knew he would make the wrong decision. Boom, there went Johnny's game.
Now tell me this, if you could go back, if we could redo this whole jury, is there anything you would have done differently?
I would be a little nicer to the house guests and maybe jury management a little bit, and before kind of people left, I think I would give them a little bit about my game that they might have not known. A lot of people think Derrick carried me, so I might have maybe put that out there more, that I've done more than they think I have.
Now, what happens with Dayla now? Like, who's moving for who? I asked him the same question, but I'm not going to tell you what he said.
Honestly, he's my best friend. I think we'll stay in communication. I have some money now, so I think I'll go fly out and see him in the summer for sure. We'll just kind of see what happens.
What's the best part about being on Big Brother Canada?
The best part is literally playing the game itself, getting to play the competitions, you know, just meeting all these people and playing the game. I'm a huge super fan. It's what I've wanted to do my whole entire life, literally just to come in here and play. I just wanted to play and I wanted to play hard.
I will tell you this, Kaela. When the cast bios came out, I was like, oh, this little girl, you know, she's probably going to get in Showman's gone week 3. Do you feel like you surprised a lot of people?
I think I've surprised a lot of people, but that's no surprise to me because I get underestimated every single day because of how small, cute, bubbly I am. And I just want to say I'm here to compete. I am fierce, and I want everyone to underestimate me because it's a satisfying feeling proving them wrong.
Amazing. Kaela, thank you so much.
Thank you.